around as I'm viewing the city. Skyscrapers and bridges, bright lights, fast life, Manhattan living. Cross over downtown, welcome to the concrete. The Nets to Barclays, the Mets to Yankees. Ubers and yellow taxis. And while I'm fitted with some butters, we heard savvy when tight jeans was baggy. From JFK to LaGuardia, city that never sleeps, insomnia. Home of Junior Mafia, word. Playground parks with the trees and the cars. Brownstone buildings with the kids on the porch. Murals on the walls for the ones that we lost. Bodegas on the corner, let me see what's in store. Subway stations with the maps in the cars. Summer cookouts, uncle got the sandals on. Statue of Liberty, we holding up the torch. If they ask where I'm from, tell them this is New York. Brooklyn, Brooklyn, BK all day, BK all day. We go hard, we go hard. Yeah, yeah, like so. Brooklyn, Brooklyn, BK all day, BK all day. We go hard, we go hard. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let peace, stress free, let it be. God got a bigger plan for you and me. Let peace, stress free, and let it be. God got a bigger plan for you and me. Let peace, stress free, and let it be. God got a bigger plan for you and me. Yeah.
Hello, hello. What is going on? There is a severe delay between what I'm seeing on OBS and what I'm seeing on the actual live stream, so I do apologize if I am a little bit out of touch with the chat, but here we are today. I'm doing sort of a test. I kind of do want to do some more live streams as the weeks. Oh, there we go. There's the thing. I should probably pause that so I don't get distracted. Okay, well, good to know the feed is going through. Yeah, I'm planning to do some more lives and just try to like do different types of content on this YouTube channel. So this is gonna be one of the first ones. Nothing really special, but just to make sure everything is working and testing out some screen sharing stuff. And I should also pause this on my iPad. I have a very complicated setup right now. I feel like Batman. I have like 3 different screens going on. Got the main monitor, got the laptop that's just chugging through with the whole live stream, and I got the iPad right here just so I can look you guys in the eyes and say hi, Let me see. I'm gonna read some comments first just to say hi to everybody. Cool, 60 people watching. This is awesome. Let's see, what's going on? Oscar, KC Armada, Cook Craig. Sorry, Craig Cook. I'm so sorry about that. Manuel, Jeffrey, Chris Dye, what's going on? Let's see here. T-Side International Airport. I like the username. Thanks for keeping us all entertained. I hope I keep you guys entertained. Memories by Satyam. Hello, Playboy. I don't. Oh, my girlfriend's watching the stream, dude. Don't say stuff like that. Let's see here. Greg, Job Love, what's going on? David Marshall. Hi, people. Hope everyone's keeping safe. Yes, hope you are keeping safe. Hope you guys are all healthy and well right now. Let's see. Hello, Rohit Alleviation. Oh, shoot. My girlfriend is on. Hey, Vivian, how's it going? Nah, she's out there. She's just making sure, I look good. Maybe I should sit up a little bit more, avoid that double chin. I like how I place the camera exactly where my pimple is. This is like the worst. I should have like placed the camera here, and then you'll see my good side. You know what I'm saying? Steve! Can't go wrong with Jason Vong. Yeah, dang right. What's going on, David? What is going on? Wow, there's a lot of... You guys are super active in the chat. Let's see. LTR 1244. Hi from Canada. What's going on? What's going on? Tim Acosta. Camera Talk says hello from UK. Yes. Jimbo65 says hi from lockdown in Scotland, UK. Hey, how's it going? Yes. How how's everyone doing? Yeah, let's go ahead and just kind of sound off in the chat. Where are you guys all from? We'd love to know how you guys are doing. What's been different with you, and with photography. Personally, right now, it's kind of hard to make my usual content because if you guys are familiar with of course you guys are familiar with my stuff. What am I talking about? But the stuff that I do is just like, autofocus tests, lens tests, samples. It's crazy how we're just kind of stuck at home. I used to feel so guilty, like if I don't, like if I have like a new lens to test out or a new camera to test out, like I'm like, I don't want to test it out at home. I don't want to go to like my backyard and take some photos of flowers. I'm like dragging Vivian. I'm just like, we're going out to a beautiful park today. We're going to go out to a theme park today. We're going to get some nice sample photos for these folks out there. And now we're like completely stuck at home. So I can't really do that. But it's okay. This is kind of nice. This is forcing me to be creative. I know there's been a lot of people who's doing stay-at-home challenges. My good bud James Matthews from the UK, he's doing something like that. He's doing the stay-at-home spin challenge, and there's like a ton of that too. And man, I just watch these videos. I'm like, dang, how are these people so creative? There are some creative folks out there. Oh, do by the way, let me know if the music's too loud. I did have some sample tracks from courtesy of Epidemic Sound playing in the background. So if that music is too loud, let me know. I can't actually hear the music. So I just didn't want any awkward silence in case I just kind of go quiet. What was I saying? Oh yeah, there are quite a bit of other YouTubers out there who are doing photography and videography challenge. And those are all cool too. I do want to do something different. So probably just being live more, doing more like, I don't know, more personality types of videos, more like on the cuff sort of content, and that's being live. So I've been doing a lot of research on Twitch.tv, and I'm gonna need your help. Need your guys' help on this. I've been doing a lot of research on Twitch TV, and I'm not sure if YouTube is a platform for something very similar to that. So I'll get into more of that. I definitely do want to see what the chat's going on, so I'm not completely out of touch. I'm already seeing there is no music because I toned it down really loud. How am I sounding though? Am I loud enough? Am I clear? Am I crystal clear? How about now? Is the music happening now? Okay. Oh, geez. What's going on here? Oh. Okay, someone was spamming. Already someone was spamming the chat. Okay, let's see here. Sorry, man, I'm a one-man band today, so I'm just trying to tinker everything. But hopefully once I familiarize myself with this whole live streaming setup, I might pay Vivian some money to help me out filtering some of these comments. Oh, let's see. Eric Rosa, what's going on? LA Games from France. I see some UK. Some from Germany. Corey Hour. My goodness. My best bud. My senpai. OC. Shouting out from the OC. Thanks for joining me, Corey. How you been doing? Let's see. Joe Albert. Watching from England. Sorry, Joel. Joel. Not Joel. Joel. Let's see. Tyler Young. USNC. I'm assuming that's North Carolina. I don't know states. I'm sorry. I'm butchering this. Let's see. Austria. Nice. I am not doing any giveaway. There's a spammer just asking for me to do giveaway. I have no giveaway. I have nothing to give away right now. Okay, let's see. Can't hear music, just in case you pay for that. I pushed the value up. There is music, but nearly silent. I kind of raised it up a little bit. But let's see. Let's hope that's good. Is that one camera guy coming on? No, he's not. But we're going to do more Monday Lives. We got to keep it fresh. Got to do some social distancing for a while. Music is fine now. Cool. Stage True says, you're clear. Yes, there's music now. Thank goodness. Hopefully the music is not annoying. I've been watching a lot of Twitch streams, and they have background music playing, and they're playing copyrighted music. I'm just like, how are they getting away with this? So, yeah, I don't think I can do that on YouTube. I just don't want to get in trouble. So I'm playing some quality quality royalty-free music. Cool. There is music. Voice is good. Nice touch with the background music. Thanks, Brian. Thank you so much. I'm learning. I'm learning from these pro Twitch streamers. Okay, very cool. Sorry if I can't read off everyone's comment, but just know that you guys are here with me, and I appreciate your presence. Yeah, I'll go ahead and tackle some Sony news too if you guys want me to. But for the most part, I kind of just want to get some conversation going about the whole live streaming thing if you guys can help me out. So, for the past, I'm getting parsed here. I don't know how people do this. For the past week, I've been doing some research on Twitch. Not that I want to be a Twitch stream gamer, but for those of you who are unfamiliar with Twitch, it's this platform where streamers would go live for like, I don't know, 17 hours. 17 hours, 10 hours, like it's a long form streaming platform. And obviously, I think the most popular content on that is gaming. And I don't play much video games, and I don't see a lot of photography or videography content actually succeed on that platform. I think what I'm seeing for the most part is just people chatting, people like, the streamer and their audience, they're chatting. And then the streamer obviously plays some games or, does some like reacts on YouTube. I find that very interesting. So I kind of want to bring something similar to that to YouTube, because I just feel like my audience is here. You guys are here. If I move to like a Twitch platform, I don't think you guys will sign up for an account just to chat with me. So I don't think Twitch is an option, but I want to bring some of that variety style to this YouTube channel via live stream. So stuff like maybe editing, if you guys want to see that, but obviously make it a lot more interesting than just me silently doing something. Maybe like pulling up some tutorials, maybe like learning a different style so you guys can just watch me fail epically on like editing a photo, doing something different, making it fun at the same time, just providing some entertainment. And not only that, but also provide just information about, some of the more amazing tutorials out there as well. So you guys are familiar with me featuring photographers already on this YouTube channel. We got Professor Hines on street photography. We got Lucas with street photography, quite a bit of street photography, but definitely feature more some of the even smaller or bigger channels out there and just kind of like, be a student and just kind of learn from them. So that's one of the ideas that I have. Another idea is just to like react to news or something, like I'm usually pretty bad at keeping up with like what the latest and greatest news is on the photography or videography world. So I figured if I can like, pull people in, kind of just have a good time chatting, you guys sharing some of your experience or some of the news that you might have heard, I think that's kind of fun as well. I'm a super introvert, so I definitely do want some human contact right now, whether it be through a chat. So I don't know how people do this, man. I don't know how people can talk. I feel like I've been talking for like an hour already, but it's been like 12 minutes. Some of you guys are gonna get so tired of me. Oh yeah, what else? But yeah, those are just some of the content that I've been thinking. I'm still gonna try it anyways, but I definitely do want to start hearing some opinions in the chat. And if you guys have any experience with just watching long form streaming, like what are some of the contents that you think succeed, and what are some things that you want to see personally in the realm of photography and videography? Because I think it's very interesting in this time right now where we can just have this platform to do these sort of long form live streamings. Okay, so let's go ahead and catch up with the chat really quick. Okay, we got questions. Yeah. And, oh, yeah, live streaming. In terms of, like, questions. Okay, so we've been receiving, I've been receiving a lot of DMs over Instagram and even Facebook and even my emails about certain Sony help. Unfortunately, there's just so much to go through, and a lot of these help and questions and issues that you might be having with your camera can't really be solved in like a quick text. So for us to like spend, like hours on end trying to respond to everyone, it's kind of hard. So I was thinking about putting together even a dedicated live stream for help as well. So me and Vivian were kind of discussing about that, you know, maybe like one day out of the week, just kind of go live and just tackle some of these questions, maybe do some voice calls. Maybe you guys want to call in and be like, hey, like, how do I do da-da-da-da-da on my Sony camera? And then, you know, kind of like provide that sort of content out for everyone. So let me know what you guys think about that. Yeah, so it'll be like on certain days, it'll be like, okay, maybe every Thursday I'll go on live for about an hour, you know, absolutely free because it's on YouTube. Just answering people's questions. You know, if you have any questions, I can try to help you out, and hopefully that same information can help, you know, maybe another 10 or so people out there on their Sony cameras as well. And then obviously on another day, like what I'm talking about, just doing variety stuff, you know, so maybe like Monday we'll have Monday Live, Wednesday we'll have a variety thing, and then Thursday could be like, you know, like a day of helping, you know, just like, hey, you have any questions, save it on Thursday, we're gonna tackle it all together. Okay. Ryan Ham, if you need some graphics, I am a graphic designer. If you need the hookup, I appreciate that, Ryan. Thank you. Why don't you send me an Instagram DM? Cow says, Twitch needs more photographer. Yeah, you know, I thought it'd be a good platform to like go do some behind the scenes editing, but I honestly have not seen that much photography content. I tried searching Lightroom, Final Cut Pro, Premiere. At best, you know, you have cosplayers, people who put on costumes, design their own costumes for like Comic Cons and video games and anime. I feel like I don't know what I'm talking about. But they would like edit their photos, and these folks are really talented. They were editing some of their cosplays photos, but I feel like there has to be like another element when it comes to approaching Twitch. Like you gotta play some video games as well, I think. Linguini says, would be great to see some more camera and photography content on Twitch. If you guys can help me out, just kind of like say if you watch Twitch or not, or maybe you watch more YouTube. And if you do watch more YouTube, do you guys watch more like, do you guys watch a lot of lives on YouTube? Because I was trying to do research the other day on YouTube lives. I just click live on YouTube, and there honestly isn't as much content. There is YouTube gaming. There are people streaming their YouTube gameplays. But compared to Twitch, Twitch is like a giant behemoth. But every other platform, DLive, Mixer, it just doesn't compare. Even Facebook gaming, it doesn't have that much. YouTube sort of is a little bit different. I feel like YouTube Live is like news. I saw something really interesting the other day. It was like someone was doing a trivia night. So he was just literally in front of his webcam, and he was doing trivia night, and over 1,000 people were watching. So that's pretty cool. So I know for a fact that I probably won't succeed in Twitch, but I do want to bring some of that Twitch element to YouTube. Okay. Adrian Hung says, you need a glowing bedroom with fuzzy animals and... I mean, if I sit up like this, you know, maybe... You know, nah, I got nothing. I'm kind of flat. Drop of Shadow. Oh, snaps! Cinematography database, Matt Workman. I have not seen you in a while, dude. How you been, dude? How you been? He says definitely stay on YouTube. Yeah, absolutely agree. Drop of Darkness says never really thought of photography on Twitch, but that sounds like it would be cool to see. Yeah, it sounds cool, but it's just hard to migrate like an audience. I think primarily photography and videography audience, they live more so on YouTube. So I think I'm gonna keep it here. Van Leon says, can you please make a video on your Lightroom edit / Lightroom hack? I don't have any Lightroom hacks. I just kind of gung-ho when it comes to editing, just kind of like choosing what looks good. So, I mean, that's the thing I'm talking about, those type of content. Just, you know, me actually learning more about Lightroom, and just kind of like do it like Gary Vee style, you know, like document everything, right? Like I'm documenting maybe learning how to use Lightroom better, learning how to use Photoshop better, and then maybe like after this long form content, either I trim down that longer form content into a shorter 10-minute video on YouTube, or just kind of like recount the experience like what I normally do for my video, and just kind of present that fact in like a top five, whatever information. Okay, let's see here. Cal says the only photography stream on Twitch I know of is Street Life TV. I'm gonna check that out for sure. Let me punch that in really quick. Streetlife.tv. Cool. I'll check that out. Thank you so much. Okay, James D. White, edit our submitted photos in the live stream. Might be cool. Hey, yeah, that's actually a pretty cool idea. I was thinking about just doing more, I don't want to say photo critique, but more just like getting you guys more involved, getting the community more involved, just, maybe in a form of just featuring more amazing photos, like what I did with Nico and his Japan photo shot on the Tamron 20-75, because there's a lot of talented folks like you guys out there, so definitely want to shout you guys out on the platform. Adrian Hung says, do a challenge on Twitch where you edit a video in a race with another YouTuber. I would lose. I'm the world's slowest editor. I hate editing. I can't reach your Chinese name. I apologize, but Jason roasts my photo and video. I'm not in that position to roast anybody's photos. Let's see here. Stevie76, alcohol helps introverts. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't drink too much. I'm kind of lame like that. Camera Talk says, I do this too with almost no viewers. Love this. Just have a good time with it. Yeah, I think that's the best way to approach the whole live stream stuff. Because I used to be so, when it comes to like live streaming, even when it comes to Monday Live, I just feel like everything has to be perfect, when it comes to the stream and setup. People who watch Monday Live might be like, what was this guy talking about? Yeah, your stream is potato quality, okay? You're streaming at 144p. No, I mean, like, me and Danny have always, we always joke about being underprepared for lives, but the truth of the matter is, we do take Monday Live pretty seriously, and we love it. We love doing it. Danny's always kind of rushing back when school was still up. He was still rushing back from teaching just to hop on the live. He might be like 5 or 10 minutes late, but we still make it happen, and we try to prepare as much content for you guys. We did wanted to build up Monday Live for sure, but we just never got that opportunity to, whether it be forms of getting sponsors or just doing more giveaways. We wanted to do that. So we want, I don't know why, but it's just the perfectionist in us that really wanted to make it clean, but that's not what YouTube is, and that's not what Twitch is. I've been watching so many Twitch this past week, and just, kind of reevaluating YouTube as a whole. Things aren't meant to be perfect when it comes to YouTube. It definitely, there's some authenticity when it comes to low production, content, not that it's not bad, not that the content is bad, but it's just like there's more authenticity when it comes to just being on the cuff and just filming and just having that rawness to it. There's the word, rawness to it. So I'm trying to do more of that. And even now, today, I even have like graphics and like music. You see what I mean? It's just this perfectionist in me. It's just like, oh, I gotta have these graphics. I gotta like have my screen be small when that just went away. But like my screen to be small while I'm sharing my thing. I don't know where I'm going with this. I lost track. But yeah, definitely want to do more live stream and just kind of be more raw with it. Max Cruz says, the followers will stick to the stream if you're authentic and have fun doing it. Don't stick to a straight schedule. Just do your thing. Yeah, that just goes back to what I was saying. You know, just be more on the cuff on it. Raw. There's no set standard. It's just kind of like doing it. You know, just having fun with the whole live and just relax a little bit. I'm telling myself that, relax a little bit. Eli says, I prefer lives on YouTube. Max Cruz says, I edit your photo, let your followers upload raw. If I'm gonna do that, I'm probably just gonna make it fun, you know. Stan the Man says, you ever tried Capture One or Luminar? I've tried Capture One. I actually like Luminar a whole lot more. I've already done like a couple videos with them. We partnered up. We gave away some codes already. If you want to check out my Luminar video, it's somewhere in the channel. But I love the sky replacement on that thing. Steve says that last night's live stream get deleted. It was 4 a.m. for me, so I have to watch after. It wasn't deleted. I just I always hide it after. It's an unlisted link, but if you want it, DM me. I'll send it over to you. Okay. Greetings from Switzerland. David Marshall says, give us a lens to take shots. We send them and give us pointers on editing on live nights. Yeah, honestly, everything is just kind of like open. It's just open right now. Very cool. Let's see. AK Khalik says, streaming, do photo edits in an ASMR way with the keyboard clacks, mouse clicks, and coffee drinks and sip with soft music and talking with the audience calmly. Yeah, I don't think I can do ASMR. And I do have a loud clickety-clack keyboard sitting in the closet, so I mean, I could pull that out, but it's just such a loud setup. Okay, cool. I appreciate some of you guys' feedback when it comes to the whole live thing, and I'm gonna continue doing more lives throughout the week. I'm just gonna be trying different things, so if you guys can, if you guys have time to come back from time to time, just kind of check in, maybe offer me some feedback, that would be great. Maybe starting tomorrow, I'll do some just chilling in the background, just editing, but obviously, try to engage with you guys on it. So I'll prep some stuff and we'll see. What day's tomorrow? Wednesday. I also got to shoot videos too. Oh man. Yeah. For those of you who do watch YouTube live, how long is an average YouTube live, you would say, that you watch or have noticed? Because on Twitch, there's like 8 hours. People are streaming for 8 hours. Some girl was streaming for 17 hours. I was like, oh my god, how do you do this? Literally, there was another girl that was she was dyeing her hair on live stream. I was like, what? She just literally sat there for, I'm guessing 12 hours. Well, she didn't sit there for 12 hours, but she was live for 12 hours. She's dyeing her hair. She got, I don't know what the whole process is, but she got like tinfoils on her hair. And yeah, she was just sitting there. She's just on her phone. She's just chatting with her audience from time to time. I was like, how do you do this? And then like I check back in like 4 hours later, and then she's like in her bathtub, clothes, of course, with her clothes on, okay? And she's just like kind of like doing this process of washing out the dye off her hair. And I'm like, wow, people 1,000 people are watching this right now. That's insane. Okay, cool. Ooh, nice. Haven't got a super chat donation in a while, and they have emojis now. That's crazy. Kyle L. Harmon gave me $2.99. Well, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Yeah, I just want you guys to know that the whole live streaming platform on YouTube has been drastically different. The last time I've done a live stream was probably back in March. I think the last time I did like an official live on YouTube was with Danny back in March, and that was over a year ago. So it was quite a shock for us to come back to the whole live scene where Hangouts on Air was gone. That's what we were using primarily, Hangouts on Air, just because the delay between us and the stream is like very little, and it has an auto switcher, so whoever's talking, it will switch over to that camera, which is super nice. Unfortunately, YouTube abandoned that. YouTube switched over from Classic Studio or Studio Classic to this new Studio Creator Studio layout, and I guess they completely abandoned the Hangouts on Air. So for us to do like a split screen live thing, we would have to use a third-party software. I don't want to get into it. It's gonna be crazy long. But for those of you who were on the Monday Live last night, yeah, it was a pain in the butt to set up. Dang third-party thing. Well, thank you, AKB. 199 super chat. Thank you. Okay, you gave me a super chat. I'm forced to take a quick detour to answer some questions. 20mm 1.8 versus 24 1.4 G Master. Also, Sigma 24 or the Tamron 20-75. Boy. So I prefer the 24 1.4. When it comes to the 20mm 1.8, I always felt that with the shots that I was trying to get, I do need to step back a little bit further just to get the shot. This is just all based on my experience. I'm going to give like another point of view as well. So I kind of want something wider. So if Sony can come out with a 16 or 14 or something like that, I think that's something that I would pick up. So 24, in my humble opinion. To give you the flip side of that, there are people who are preferring the 20mm more just because it's lighter, it's cheaper, and when they're doing astrophotography with it, the corner-to-corner sharpness is just as good as the 24 1.4. And the fact that you can vlog with it easier because it's so much wider, it's a lens that's probably better than the 24 if you wanted to vlog with it. So that's the more objective from what I've read from Facebook. Sigma versus Tamron. I prefer, again, based on my personal experience, I prefer the Tamron because it's a lighter lens. Sigma, on the other hand, the objective part of it is it's cheaper than the G Master. You have that 24, whereas the Tamron, you have a little bit of a narrower point of view at the wide end. So in terms of focal length, I prefer 24 to 70. In terms of making my life easier, I would go with Tamron. And the Tamron's autofocus is slightly better than Sigma from what I've tested. So this was back in January. So if they've released an update for either of those lenses, then I can't really comment on that until I retest them again. Okay, detour. That was a quick detour. For those of you who are just joining in, we are just having a casual conversation. I'm just doing some research right now, definitely asking for your help when it comes to doing live stream videos. Woo! Funny how I answered the question. 20 versus 24. Noah Banks asked, are you using 24 for this live stream? No, I'm not. I'm using the 20mm actually. See, for vlogging, for stuff like this, the 20mm is perfect for. But when it comes to photography, I like the 24 more. Okay, alleviation, going back to the whole live streaming thing, what is generally the average view time for content like this? Alleviation says 1 hour for photography stuff. Okay, I absolutely agree. I'm someone that can't really watch live stream for a very long time, so it definitely was an eye-opening experience watching some of the stream stuff. I definitely see the appeal of it. You know, when it comes to Twitch live stream, you know, there's always a goal for these streamers, right? Whether it be in the game or in real life. When I was bringing up that girl who was dyeing her hair, that was her goal. She's dyeing her hair, she's making it blue. That's the story. That's the story of the live right there, right? And we're either progressing in the video game. Vivian was trying out some Animal Crossing Twitch. You know, there's a story, you know, every session there's like, oh, I'm trying to terraform this island, I'm trying to build this tree, I'm trying to catch this bug. So there's always these stories, and I want to bring that kind of story element to YouTube in a long form streaming where it's like, hey, I don't know how to use Capture One. I don't know how to use the Final Cut Pro. let's pull this up. Let's all learn together. You know, the chat can chime in, be like, hey, use this tool. It'd be easier for you. Or I look up something. We can all kind of collectively learn together. I can share my workflow. You know, stuff like that. Jimbo65, 45 minutes, then I lose interest. Saxovan says, most I've seen are 1 to 2 hours. Yeah. Hal says, an hour is average on YouTube. Okay, I'm gonna try, definitely gonna try this out tomorrow. Hal says, you gotta see some streamers stream for a whole 25 hours. Yeah, they have this thing. Gamers do these things called speedrun, which is trying to beat the game as fast as they can, and they do charity streams for like 72 hours or something like that, right? 72 hours back-to-back non-stop gaming. Granted, there are like multiple people running like different type of content, different game, but there are, you know, certain people who, you know, person that would do it for 48 hours, no sleep, whether it be for, you know, donations or for donations to a charity of their choice. So it's definitely possible. I don't know if I can do 24 hours. That'd be fun though. Steve says, Philip Bloom does a good live about an hour and a half to 2 hours from different camera views. Okay. And what are some of these topics other photography channels are doing? I should probably, because, okay, the reason why I have to ask, and it's not like I'm lazy to do my own research. I've been researching Twitch. I would definitely love to research YouTube, but unfortunately, other YouTubers like me, I think we unlist our lives, so it's just like you can't really find it after the fact. Okay, quick shout out to Kyle Adams. You're the best. Thank you for everything you do. Any plans to revise the A7 III webcam video? I did a thing with Sony. Sony hit me up. They were like, hey, we need your expertise when it comes to live streaming, and I made a video for them. So if you head to Sony Alpha Universe on their YouTube channel, you'll see my bright, beautiful face teaching you how to live stream on teaching you how to live stream with your Sony camera. So there's an update to that. I don't want to upload the same video. I don't want to conflict with that, but it's up there on their YouTube channel if you want to go check it out. And if you can do me a favor, go comment. Can't go wrong with Jason Vong. Hashtag it. Comment on that video and let them and just comment there, and they'll be like, "What the heck is going on?" But yeah, you guys can do me that favor. That'd be pretty sweet. Osler usually does 1 to 1.5 hours. David Osler usurping my stream last night with his 70 to 180 unboxing. Daniel Schiffer, how's it going, my friend? Keep up the great work. No, you keep up that great work. Those sweet epic B-rolls. Every time I see an epic B-roll video, I just want to make like a parody. Like, just people are always like zooming in with their cameras. You know, James Matthews, Daniel Schiffer, just like doing this. I just want to make like a parody video where I'm just like you know, like kids playing with airplanes and cameras. That's exactly what it looks like. But obviously the joke of it is that, but the end result will be epic. You know, like those crazy cinematic B-roll. Maybe I'll try that out. I don't know. I need to hit up some of my friends. You see, I was supposed to hang out with some friends this month. NAB was supposed to happen, and a few of us got together to put together a trip, but yeah, NAB's canceled. We're under quarantine right now, so that ain't happening. Okay, let's see here. I just want to make sure I'm getting through some of the more related comments right now to what I'm talking about. Let's see. Rodell Photo says, I love watching speedruns. Games Done Quick is the channel. Yes, that's the one. I'm always suckered into those. James Bell says, when you give a public talk about anything, 1 hour is pushing it, 35 minutes longer with the Q&A for public talk. You see, I absolutely agree with you for especially talking in front, like talking to a crowd, talking to an audience in public speaking. That's different, right? That people are kind of there for only a set amount of time. You know, they're there, they have to go do something else. Whereas when it comes to streaming, that's a whole different story. It's a whole different ballgame. When you're streaming, the audience is not obligated to be there. They can be half present, and because they're in front of their computer or in front of their phone, they could be doing something else while the stream is happening in the background, kind of still listening in. So that's why those types of platforms are just kind of thriving, because it's low pressure. You're not kind of stuck there. So it could just be like me being silent for like 30 minutes editing, and then people are still logging in and watching. I think that's sort of like the catch, the appeal to Twitch. Okay, okie dokie, artichoke. Okay, I think maybe you guys are starting to get tired of me talking about live streaming stuff. But I just want to share these. Information. I'm always like running into the bedroom. Vivian's still sleeping in the morning. I'm just like, oh my god, check out what I found out. Twitch streamers are making $20,000 a month just on playing ads in their videos. I was like, damn, that's a lot of money, dude. I should just give up being a YouTuber and just be a Twitch streamer. Just $20,000. Make $20,000 a month on Twitch. That's insane. But there's a whole video on that if you guys are curious how much Twitch streamers make. Just type it in, how much Twitch streamers make, and this Asian guy, this guy's toes kind of go into it, and it's a very cool breakdown video, Okay, alrighty. Let's see here. We're just gonna put a pause on the whole live streaming topics. I think definitely I'm gonna try it out. So again, if you guys are available this week, you guys can tune in from time to time, just kind of give me some feedbacks. I'm trying out different things, just trying to make it fun, entertaining, variety live streams. So yeah, let me know, give me some feedbacks. Jerome Traveler, what's up, buddy? Check out Jerome's Traveler work. His photos is freaking amazing on Instagram. James Matthews is in the chat. Oh, I hope you weren't there when I was complimenting your beautiful work, because that'd be embarrassing. Okay, so I there's a lot of people wanted me to talk about gear stuff, so I'll go ahead and talk about gear. That's the beauty of live streaming. I just talk about different things. When it comes to Twitch, I hate it. I just literally said we're dropping the Twitch topic. But let me just get this out there, okay? Because I'm just excited about Twitch. I'm so fascinated with the platform. When Twitch, you can change your title, and it would make a sub-chapter, right? So if you go back to watch some of the streams that are still on, they tell you like, oh, this stream has 10 chapters. What does that mean? So chapter 1 is the first title you put on your video. And if you end up doing something else, you make another title, and it'll still keep your 10-hour stream, but they don't break it down. It's like, okay, here at this point in time, chapter 2, you're playing a video game. Chapter 3, you're working out. Chapter 4, you're eating dinner. I don't know if YouTube does that. Okay, so everyone's hot topic, right? Everyone's hot topic, Tamron 70 to 180. I've been seeing Facebook groups, and let me just make sure I am doing this right. Again, I apologize, I haven't really done this yet. But the 70 to 180 from Tamron is out. Let me see, how do I do this? Okay. And I'm gonna turn on display. Hopefully it works. Hopefully nothing crashes. Did it work? It didn't work. Oh, I messed up. That was not it. Nope. Let's see. Oh, I need to drag it here. That's how you do it. I'm so noob. How about that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. This is the stuff that I want to do. Okay, let me see. Let me make it bigger. Did it work? 70 to 180 f 2.8. Okay. All right, if there's some weird ads going on, I apologize. Let's see here. First, Tamron 70 to 180 f2.8. I'm going to go ahead and give some thoughts first. Go ahead and drop in the chat whatever questions that you have. I unfortunately do not have the 70 to 180. I got in contact with Tamron, so hopefully I can get a unit sent to me. David Osler, I think, has the lens. He was timing it with the Japan release, so he did an unboxing on his live stream, and I would assume he will have some test videos coming out very soon. So go check him out, David Osler. But I'm excited. I'm interested in this lens because $1,200. It's available to pre-order now on B&H. I don't have any affiliate links. You guys can just go to B&H to pre-order if you guys so choose to. I remember seeing someone's hilarious meme on Facebook. We're getting the U.S. is getting a $1,200 stimulus check, and then someone linked the screenshot for the Tamron 70 to 180 where it says $1,200, and people were like, "Well played, Tamron. Well played." So, if you're getting your stimulus check, this is it can go towards the 70 to 180. But yeah, very excited about this lens. We talked about it on the live stream yesterday, and I have no doubts that this is going to be an awesome lens. They really shocked me with the 17 and 28. 20 to 75 is obviously a fantastic lens, and they hit it out of the park with the 17 and 28. And if you watched my review, I kind of joked about this being the trilogy of the Tamron lens. So I'm very excited, and I think someone was mentioning that. I think someone mentioned that the 70 to 180 does not have optical steady shot, no sort of built-in stabilization. I mean, I guess that would be the trade-off. David Osler, if you're in the chat, can you let me know if this lens? Can you confirm if this lens doesn't have steady shot? But yeah. I know people were freaking out about this lens being just 20 millimeters short because your standard 7200, these types of longer these sort of longer telephoto zoom lenses, standard is 70 to 200, and this one is like 70 to 180. I don't think it's going to affect a lot of people a whole lot, especially if they're looking for a budget zoom lens, telephoto zoom lens like this. Because of the price, $1,200. It's sweet. I mean, for $1,200 versus paying $2,600 for a G Master lens of the same aperture, constant aperture f2.8, you're saving a whole lot of money, right? Almost $1,400, right? Losing 20 millimeter is not a big deal. So if you're attaching this lens to, let's say, a Sony a7 III, a7R III, R4, A9, take advantage of the crop. You know, you have that Super 35 mode. I'm talking more so for video users, because when we go into Super 35 mode in our full frame camera shooting 4K videos, it's still gonna look fantastic. So if you're a wedding videographer, wedding filmmaker, I mean, this is a solid lens, I think. And for photography users, I think would benefit a lot if you use the A7R IV, A7R Mark III. When you go Super 35 mode, you're effectively getting, 18 megapixels on the 3 and 26 megapixels for the A7R IV. So there's ways to work around it. For A7 III users, you're dropping down to 10 megapixel, which kind of sucks, but I think for enthusiasts, I don't think much enthusiasts would mind. So this is fantastic right here. David Osler says, no IBIS, but honestly, with in-camera, it's not going to be a problem. Absolutely. When you're having a lens, when you have camera bodies now with built-in stabilization, you know, you sort of forget, you sort of don't really care too much about a lens having stabilization or not, because your camera will get you covered. So it's not going to be too much of an issue. And if that's the reason why this lens is lighter, I'm all for it. Let's see here. Mike Vinny says, I have a 7200 we'll skip this one. Yeah, there's honestly no point. If you have a G Master already, if you're trying to sell that lens, you're literally losing money, right? And a 7200 f2.8 is a fantastic lens, so if you already bought it, just keep it. You know, there's no reason to really swap out to this one. You know, unless sizing difference and the weight difference is like, okay, absolutely. Like, you're gonna travel a lot, probably go for this one. But for the most part, if you're a working professional, again, wedding photographer, wedding videographer, there's no reason to trade your 7200 for this. Oh, David also says, yes, a video is out today. Would I get in trouble playing your video live, David? Will you copyright strike me? I hate it. I keep saying I'm not going to talk about Twitch, but Twitch, oh my god. They just stream other people's YouTube videos. They stream Korean dramas. They stream, like, they just stream a bunch of stuff on their stream, and people were just tuning in with them. I'm just like, how are they not copyright striking these videos? I want to do that, but I don't want to get in trouble. Okay, let's see here. Mafan says, no IBIS, but it keeps smaller and lighter. That's what I thought. David also confirms it is very sharp. I'm excited. We got a lot of questions coming in with the Q&A, so we'll section off some time for that later as well. But we're going to be talking about the 70-180 right now. David Osler says it also focuses really close. Nice. David Osler says, I'm selling my 70-200 millimeter f4 for it. Yes. Okay, okay, if you have an f4, oh, this is crazy now. You're why did they do this? Sony. No, Tamron. It's like, there's no reason to get an f4 lens anymore, right? You have the 24-70 f4, you have the 70-200 f4, and you have these other options here that are f2.8 that are lighter and almost equivalent in pricing. Yes, so if it's f4, you know, definitely I think this lens will be a good upgrade. Okay, so Shank in Time says, should I sell my 70-200 f4 and invest in a Tamron? Yeah, I think if you're missing that f2.8, I think that might be the trade-off, a very good trade-off. So if you don't mind missing out on 20 millimeters, if your job depends on that extra reach, like, you know, Danny was talking about how he's photographing sports, missing that 20 millimeter is a big deal for him. So just keep that in mind. But if missing that 20 millimeter is not an issue for you, boom. What about for APS-C? 70-350 is priced quite closely. Ooh, yeah. That's 70-350 though. Great, fantastic lens. I'm gonna have to go with reach. You're honestly now having to decide reach versus f2.8, right? So I like the 350, the 70-350 a whole lot, just because I'm getting that extra distance. Versus 180 on a crop factor. I'm not getting as much. But if I really want that 2.8, this is the lens. There's always trade-off, so it really depends on what you need. David, did I get confirmation that you said share away? Okay, I think they might have, he might have. Sony Alpha Rumors might have put it there. Okay, I'm gonna try playing these videos. Hopefully nobody copyright strikes me. This one is in Germany. This one's in Korean. Let's play this one right here. Okay. "70-180 test." Looks like the same font that I use. So this is the autofocusing. I probably wouldn't have used zone focusing for that? Because I feel like he should have used a center focusing or something, or a spot focusing, because it's just kind of going all over the place. So it's kind of really hard to gauge if the autofocus is good. I think it's. I mean, David Oster confirmed that the autofocusing is great. Oh, David Oster. Yes, he said yes. Okay, hang on. Okay, this is a pretty good video right here. Okay. Yeah, okay, here we go. Yeah, it's solid fast. Woo, good thing. Good thing my recommendation is pretty tamed. Alright, first Tamron 70 to 180 lens. Oh yeah, there's some photo samples here. Let me try to pull up something. These look fantastic. They look great. Ah, there's David. Okay, so he said his video's out. I'm gonna go look. Stop being so shaky. How am I being shaky? Like arm shaky? Voice is shaky? I'm nervous, bro. Let's see here. Peter Butter says f2.8 is the way to go nowadays. Oh, Ibis. Okay, you're saying the lens is shaky. Ha ha! Very cool. Okay, let's get on to David Oster's. Yeah, look at this beautiful face right here. David, you didn't even tell me you were in LA. How dare you? I was kind of off the grid myself for that month during WPPI. I was just like, I need to hermit myself. Oh, okay. I thought you had a dedicated video for the 70 to 180. I don't know why this always happens to me. There we go. Okay, I think he's gonna do some. David, where's the autofocus? Where's the video? All right, link me the video, David. I'll share it. Okay, let me go ahead and read some of the comments. Oh, okay. David says I only really show the unboxing and compare the size to the 70 f4. Full review with the images is coming out today. Okay, all right. I'm excited. Just when it comes out, I'm gonna go watch it. So everyone, if you guys are more if you guys are more interested in getting interested in more samples and test results, definitely go check out David Osler. But these are freaking fit. Okay, you know, is there? Let me see. Let me see if this one other site has some samples already. I like browsing their samples more. No, they don't have it. I usually browse this Japanese website right here. Because they usually have one of the first dibs when it comes to getting sample shots for lenses and stuff like that. I guess this time around they don't. Oh, duh. It's quarantine period. They probably can't go to work. Dang it. Yeah, but I like going to Photo Yodobashi. I just love checking out their sample photos and just kind of get some inspiration from it. I really love the street shots. Okay. All right. 70 to 180. Let me know if you guys want me to talk more about it, but I'm excited for that lens. David says, I was there for 4 weeks. I thought you were I was not in Japan. I was hermiting. I was like, oh man, I need to take a break. I need to take a break from the world. It's funny, I was like in my own little quarantine before the quarantine happens, and then the quarantine happens. So I was like, well, guess I have 2 more weeks of vacation. So I hermit myself back for like another 2 weeks, and then I emerged. I'm like, okay, I'm ready to make some videos now. That break helped a lot. Hero Shot says, you both were at WPPI at the same time. I was not at WPPI. I kind of skipped out on WPPI this year. I was going to go. This is before the whole COVID-19 situation was getting worse, and WPPI ended up surviving, you know, was still held at Vegas, but there was, I don't know, trade shows are kind of like, it becomes expensive to attend. A lot of these trade shows, it's sort of like it comes from our pocket, especially when it comes to traveling, hotels and stuff. Sometimes we get lucky if like a camera brand's like, oh, you know, come check out something. It's like, okay, you know, some parts of it is covered, but for the most part, it's still out of our pocket. So WPPI was just gonna be kind of expensive. And there wasn't any really like foreseeable like major announcements, so we're just like, okay. And we were thinking, hey, maybe the A7S III will get announced at NAB, but haha, guess what? NAB is canceled. So we were kind of saving up our money for that for NAB, but you sort of had to pick and choose what kind of trade shows that you want to go to, because a lot of it ends up becoming the same. You know, you just go there, cameras to check out, awesome. You know, obviously if you're like well versed in the camera scene, you obviously want to go check out the latest and greatest. But aside from that, it's a great way to also connect with the photography community. You know, people that you meet online, and obviously people like us who make the YouTube stuff. So whoever met David Oster is really lucky. I should have been there. You know, it would have been worth hanging out with David Oster though. I didn't know he was coming. Yeah. Okay, Stan the Man says, Jason Vong, rumors of the 70 to 130 f2. I don't see it. Am I missing something on this? Okay. Just making sure my stream is still good. Did they talk about it? I don't remember seeing that rumor, but that rumor has been circulating. If someone can link it in the chat, that'd be great. No, I don't see it. There you go. Okay. That'd be pretty interesting. So if someone can link it to me, I'll definitely talk a little bit more about it. I definitely don't want to be talking about something that's just a very loose rumor. I'm getting tripped out by this advertisement right here. Okay. All right. I'm interested in hearing your response, or his response on your question. JB edits. What did he say? Oh, okay. JB edits. Hey, Jason Vong, should I sell my A7R4 in hopes of better video features? Also, Dan Watson has a good video on the Tamron. Did Dan Watson also have the lens? How are these people getting all this stuff before me? Ugh! Make me crush my can in front of the live stream. Curse you, Dan Watson! Here's the thing about Twitch stream. You can actually, if this was like Twitch, you can like clip this, like a 5-second clip of me just crushing a can. Like you can just like send it over to Dan Watson and be like, curse you, Dan Watson. I love Dan. Dan's a sweet guy. I always view Dan Watson as like my competitor on YouTube. I'm just like, oh man, oh, you put out a Tamron video, I'm put out a Tamron video too. Oh, you can put out an A6600 video, I'm putting out an A6600 video. I'm like, let's go. Dan Watson's my rival. I lost what happened. Oh yeah, should I sell the A7R4 for better video features on the A7? Here's the thing, we don't know anything about the A7 IV. I can't really comment on that. It's super hard. Do I think there's gonna be better video features on the A7 IV? I certainly hope so, because if they come out with an A7 IV and we have the same 4K 30, I mean, that's just, I would be disappointed. I was disappointed with the A6600 when it came out. My opinions of that camera has changed, obviously. It's a fantastic camera. I mean, it was fantastic before, but obviously not hearing that it does not have or hearing that it does not have 4K 60 kind of bummed me out, because like there wasn't much of an upgrade in terms of like photo autofocus. No, absolutely fantastic. It's like 3 generations ahead when it comes to the autofocus. But yeah, I wanted that 4K 60 on that APS-C camera. That would have been awesome. I would have loved that. Oh, speaking of which, I have the A6600 right here. This is on loan, so I'm gonna make some tutorials with this camera. Fantastic camera otherwise, but 4K 60. So I want them to have 4K 60 on the A7 IV. So if they have it, absolutely worth it. I think if you're trying to do video work with the A7R Mark IV, it's fantastic. I'm using it right now to film me, and the eye autofocus, it's fantastic. So but yeah, honestly, if you can sell it right now, if you have an A7 III, you can buy an A7 III just for the time being to shoot some videos, go for it. But honestly, with this whole COVID-19 situation right now, I don't know when they're going to make another announcement. I don't know if there's going to be enough supply for the demand that's going to be out there. So honestly, it's like, when is it happening? When is it coming out? This whole thing is slowing down all the releases on camera gear, just as a whole. So we don't know when that's going to be coming out. I think whatever timeline that they have for the A7S III or the A7 IV, it's going to be super pushed back, which really sucks. Yeah, let's see. Oh, it's 1 o'clock. Okay, I'll be on for like another. My whole goal is to be on for 2 hours just to test it out, see how long I can talk for. But Zeiss camera lenses on their YouTube channel, they're going live too. So if you guys want to check that out at 2 p.m. I think it's 5 p.m. Eastern time, but 2 p.m. as well. They're going live. Professor Hines is hosting it. So if you guys remember Professor Hines, he does a lot of the street photography stuff. So he's hosting it. I think he has Greg Waterman on. So if you guys like concert photography or just chit-chat gear in general, they're going to be doing that at 2 p.m. I'm going live with Professor Hines this Friday, actually, on that channel as well. This Friday, I forgot what time, but I'll be on that as well on Friday. But today is live on their end at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. Underground says Dan Watson is using his Sony cameras less and less. Excellent. More content for me to come in. More ways for me to come back into the scene, you know what I'm saying? Less people making Sony content. Oh, Jason Vong's got you covered. Hero Shot says, I got Watson's notification when you and Danny went live. Yeah, David was just telling me that they had to like sync their release time with Japan. James Bell says, Dan was just talking about it. He did not have lens in hand. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. I still have a chance. He probably has that thing coming already. I remember when the Sigma released their 24-70, and then all of a sudden everyone and their mom had it, and I was like, how come I did not get hit up for that lens? I'm like, what's going on? I was like, Sigma, what's up? And they're like, oh, sorry, we don't have any more to send your way. We already sent one to Jero Undone. I was like, Jero Undone? So he got the lens. I had to go buy my Sigma 24-70. Speaking of which, I still have the lens. I'm trying to sell it. But yeah, I had to go out. But I was still in Japan at the time. I went out to the camera store in Japan just to buy the Sigma 24-70. I had to convince Vivian for like 10 minutes. I was like, I need to get this lens down. I got to put out content right now. And she was like, no, what are you doing? That's gonna hit a chunk of our budget here. And I was like, no, you don't understand. I gotta start making content with this lens. This is a hype lens right now. And she was like, okay, you know. And I think I made the rep there, the Sigma rep there, who was like patrolling the camera store one time about, who was kind of like there at the camera shop. I don't know if you guys noticed this, if you guys ever go to your local camera shop, but usually there are reps from these camera companies or lens companies that kind of like help sell lenses. They don't work for the camera store, but they are there to kind of help sell lenses. So it was that case. A Sigma rep was there, and I think they only had one 24-70 in that location, and they're like, we only have one. And I was like, okay, I'll buy it. And his face just like lit up. He was just like, oh my god, like my day's done. Like I can take the rest of the day off. He didn't say that, but I just assume. I just assume he took the rest of the day off because I made his day. I bought the Sigma 24-70. But yeah, I'm glad I did because I made some pretty fun content with that. I really enjoyed the Sigma 24-70. It's heavy though, but that Sigma quality, that sharpness, that Sigma bokeh, solid. It's awesome. I already made a video in case you guys didn't know. If you go to the back end of my YouTube channel, you'll find the Sigma 24-70 review as well as me buying the lens if you guys are interested in that. Okay, Manuel Rojas, is APS-C really dead? No, APS-C is not dead. I know me and Danny joke about it a lot, but APS-C is still awesome. Like, I think this is Fujifilm APS-C. There's still quite a bit of demographic right there that's using the Fuji. So APS-C is certainly not dead. I'm gonna make a video talking about this. It's a good way for me to start practicing too on the live. But I'm gonna be talking about why I prefer APS-C cameras. Just because the form factors on these are just super nice. I mean, compared to the full frame. Compared to the full frame, this thing's pretty big. It takes up bag space. It's kind of heavy. Lenses are expensive. APS-C, on the other hand, smaller body, has almost the same exact features as the full frame stuff. A6600, A6400, Animal Eye autofocus, tracking autofocus, you name it, dude. S-Lock 3, hybrid lock gamma profiles. These are powerhouse bodies, dude. Powerhouse bodies. And if you buy the A6600 and the A6400, they are so much better than the 65 or 6300, so much better. Autofocus wise, sensor technology wise, battery life too. Battery life is so much better on these cameras. And again, just kind of going back to expressing my, disappointment when the A6600 first got launched. Had it had 4K 60, oh my God, I would have no problem bought two of these cameras because I really need the 4K 60. Just wanted, just awesome, slow motion 4K. Hey, why not, right? Really wanted that. And this 6600 has the bigger battery, and it has the brighter screen. It's less prone to overheating. It has a flip-up screen. Like, holy cow! Headphone jack on this camera. Like, oh my God, it's about to be like a clear winner. But APS-C is definitely not dead. I think APS-C definitely still has a place. Smaller lenses, smaller form factor. It has a lot of appeal to it. Full frame, yes, you have that low light advantage. Yes, you have that bokeh advantage. But 1.4, get an f1.4 lens on the APS-C bodies. I think the bokeh still looks really, really nice. And with the whole advancement in the sensor technology, ISO, you can really bump the ISO and still get some pretty good results. I shot some concert photos with the 6000 and it was low light and I still had some pretty decent results. So APS-C is definitely not dead. JB Edits. I'm disappointed with my A7R4 video quality. Slow motion has a ton more moire. It's my first Sony camera. I'm bummed out. I need a good slow motion cam. Yeah, I don't think Sony has... I mean, if you're going for FS5, 7, the new, FX9, those are more of your slow motion quality. But these cameras are honestly good enough. I mean, even Canon too. Slow motion is up to like, what, 120? 120? So yeah, if you want like a dedicated slow motion camera, you might have to look at something else. But I'm sorry to hear about the slow motion in the moire. I haven't shot too much slow motion with the A7R Mark IV, so I guess I haven't noticed it too much yet. JB Edit says there is a Sony announcement April 20th. Yeah, I'm crossing fingers too, but yeah, hopefully. Ryan Ham, is there a, oh, maybe I should just, yeah, let me do 20 minutes of Q&A. So we'll just have Q&A kind of dictate the conversation for the next 20 minutes, and I'll kind of blast through it just so I can get through to as much people as possible. So if this was the next chapter in the live, chapter 4, Q&A. Ryan Ham, is there a Sigma Trio for Sony full frame? No. I mean, there's more than the Trio, but the lenses that Sigma made that were originally designed for DSLR cameras, they got refitted to fit the mirrorless camera. So you have those options, but I wouldn't recommend them. And they're also pushing out, I think they also push out the 35-1.2 and the 45 f2.8, but no Trio that is dedicated for E-mount yet. JB edits. Dan said he's got Tamron to send him the new telephoto. He says it's coming. Dan Watson. Mark Gasoline. Hey, Jason, you're obviously using a DSLR. Well, it's a mirrorless camera. On a stream, are you using HDMI capture card or just USB live view? I'm using the Camlink. Here, I'll go ahead and plug. Let me see. I'm just waiting for it to play back. There we go. Okay. So, if you are curious, I did something with Sony. I did a video for them for their YouTube channel on how to live stream, how to use your Sony cameras to live stream. So if you're interested in that, go check that out. It's on Alpha Universe, Sony Alpha Universe. Look at that beautiful face right there. Devorator. I love you, Jason. APS-C is alive. APS-C is dang alive. Yaxon Media, are you gonna get a quarantine beard? I keep shaving. I don't look good with the beard. It's like, I should enlarge my screen. Yeah, just really quickly, if you guys want to learn how to live stream with your camera, go to Alpha Universe. But yeah, right here and right here, they don't connect. They don't connect. I tried growing it out. I tried growing it out, but it didn't work out for me. So I'm too afraid to try again because I look like a homeless person if I try. It's too scruffy. Hello. David Lopez says, full frame definitely needs a renaissance, like how APS-C is currently going through. Those cameras are definitely pushing how far a small camera can go. Yeah, the smaller, the better. I think there were rumors talking about a full frame APS-C bodied camera, like a full frame sensor in this tiny form factor. I would go crazy for one, okay? Like, strip me the viewfinder, strip me all of that. I don't need it. If you can make this small, one battery, I would be quite happy with that. I think there was something similar that Sony had, was the what is it called again? Oh, RX1R, where they have a fixed 35. It's a tiny little camera, but they need to bring that one back. That'd be sick. Red Reviews just switched from Sony to Panasonic. Loving it. My first Micro Four Third system. Loving it. Not so great in low light. It's really great everywhere else. I find the photo and video better than Sony. You did not just not say that on a Sony live. How dare you? No, in all seriousness, congrats, Red Reviews. I was using Panasonic GH4 before I switched over to Sony, and beautiful, beautiful camera. I just didn't like the stills. That was just one thing that always got to me, was that the stills on the Micro Four Thirds. It's just my opinion and my experience. It's a little bit mushy, but 4K video, woo, sick, sweet, sweet stuff. Adrian Hung says, if I didn't do Astro, I would be strictly APS-C. I need the bigger sensor. Yeah, absolutely. Everyone has a different style and preference. Dyson says, what do you think of the Sigma 105? I have a video about that already. If you search me up, Sigma 105 Jason Vong, I have a video on that. I mean, fantastic piece of glass, just huge. Joel Bird says, is it worth getting a Sony or a Canon as a beginner camera? If you want a biased point of view, get a Sony. If you want an objective point of view, you can't go wrong with either. It's just, they're both great. You know, they're both great. There's a lot of good lens choices that are affordable now on Sony, believe it or not. I mean, with the whole Tamron, are you speaking strictly APS-C or full frame? Well, either way, with how popular Sony has become over the past couple of years, the options of getting affordable lens that are still really good, aka the Sigma Trio or the Tamron zoom lenses, it's all there now. So if you're looking to save money on lenses, those are there. But if you're talking about like history, right? If you're talking about Canon history in terms of DSLR, if you're picking up a DSLR camera, obviously they have more lenses and you can probably find a bunch of them for the cheap when you're buying it used. But if you're talking about Canon mirrorless, on the other hand, now they're suffering that problem that Sony had back when they're rolling out. They're finally getting serious with their mirrorless system. They just don't have enough lenses, and the lenses are just crazy expensive. So it really depends. If you're going for Canon DSLR, yes, I guess you can save a lot of money. But if you're talking about mirrorless, Sony's the way to go. Nico, I shoot weddings indoors. Oh man, should I even talk about this? Our company, not to bring a bummer news down, but we definitely had a couple of weddings canceled and postponed, which really sucks. I feel bad for the couple more so than, we're okay. I think like my team and I, we definitely have like, weddings are side gigs. So I just feel bad for the couples having to like cancel and postpone. It just really sucks. And I feel bad for the people in the wedding filmmaker and photography group too. They're just like scared of going to shoot the wedding, especially. They're wondering if they should cancel. It just sucks on all ends. It's a bummer. Peter Greg dropping $5. I totally missed it. Peter Greg, who is this hot new live streamer? Live streaming is so fun and wacko. Technically, you're doing great. Good to see you, Peter Greg. I miss you, buddy. Hope you're well. Hope you're safe and well, Peter Greg. For heartwarming Christmassy time, check out Peter Greg, guys. I'm sorry if I'm skipping comments, but please send it my way. I'm literally reading it from this iPad right here. Is it gonna be in the screen? Oh shoot, it's gonna be in the screen. Oh, there we go. Okay, I can see so much better now. Okay. Yes, Nichols. I shoot weddings indoors, commercial, and dancing. First cam 7.3, second to shoot 3 to 4 hours continuously. Would you recommend the A7S camcorder or BMP 4K? I would not recommend the A7S first and foremost. Camcorder, yeah, I think the AX something or another is pretty good for long form recording. My friends Garrett and Amber from Inamics, if you want to look them up, you want to hit them up as well, Inamics, or just Garrett Bird. He can probably give you more insight as to which camcorder is good. BMP 4K, I don't know, I don't use it, and it sounds like, from what I remember, it's a huge battery suck. So if you have it plugged in, it might be the option. If you're asking for my opinion, 3 to 4 hours is kind of long. I've tested the 6600. This thing can go on for at least 2 hours. I haven't pushed it out to 4 hours yet. So if you can find a way to test that out, see if you can squeeze in 3 to 4 hours with the 6600, that might be a good choice. But definitely not the A7S. It's just not it won't last. Especially with the smaller battery. Well, unless you plug it in. If you can find a way to plug it into like a port, might be better. Greetings from Portugal. Sorry I can't pronounce your name. Jiao. Do you think an APS-C camera would work as a secondary camera for wedding? Absolutely. Absolutely. Like I said, 6600. 6400 is even good too. If you're looking for a second cam to your A7 III, 6600, you don't have to buy a different battery. You can all share the same, not share the same battery, but share the same type of battery. David Lopez says, currently growing out the beard. It's coming out nicely. For all good Canon news, for you Canon, I don't know. Sometimes I get Canon people watching my videos. It's hilarious, like Canon fans. But hey, if you want some good Canon content on Instagram, follow David Lopez, canon.dude, at canon.dude. You should grow out your hair. It's growing. It's growing. I can't go see my barber yet. Oh, photography speaking. Okay, Jav followed up with a photography. APS-C or full frame? Oh. What's the question? Main camera being the A7 III. You should make A7 III your secondary camera, and you get an A9 for your main camera. That's how you should do it. That's actually the truth. I actually would agree with that. But yeah, absolutely. APS-C cameras, totally fine. Nothing wrong with that. They're still fantastic cameras. But from what I've noticed, though, because I work with a lot of wedding photographers, they all use full frames. I just don't see an APS-C camera. Like, from what I've experienced, if anyone can chime in, if you guys shoot weddings, especially if you actually shoot photos, or if you're a videographer who work with a lot of photographers, let us know in the comments if you see or use an APS-C camera yourself for weddings. Clutch Power. Hey, Jason Vong, should I start a filmmaking photography YouTube channel even though I'm a beginner but I'm passionate? Yeah, that's a crazy thing. I think a lot of people are, with all this time in their hands right now, definitely are starting their TikTok and their YouTube and their Facebook, and this is awesome. There's going to be an influx of new creators coming in. I think about 10% of them will actually stick to the platform after the whole COVID-19 thing, but I think it's very exciting. This is the reason why Elgato cam links are sold out, because everyone wants to be a Twitch streamer. But absolutely, if it's something that you're super passionate about, I think you should start a YouTube channel. There's you shouldn't need to ask for someone's opinion if you should start or not. The only thing I would say is just be unique on the platform. That's about it. I mean, sharing your experience is a really awesome thing, and I think if you can come in at it with your own spin, that's how you're gonna succeed on YouTube. Sorry, it's so hard to see that. I'm gonna pull it in. Okay. Yeah, this is the new iPad 2, by the way. iPad Pro 2020. Jasper. Okay, yeah. Oh, wow. Time flies. 5 minutes till end of a Q&A. Jasper Land or Jasper Ian asks, just wondering why you chose Sony over other brands. I mean, if I had to choose something, or if I was forced to choose something at this point in time, it, honestly could be different. But back in the day, in 2015, Sony was killing it. The A7S II was such a amazing low light camera that all filmmakers are talking about it. I was primarily doing film, shooting videos, so obviously I'm like, oh hey, A7S II, this looks like an awesome piece of camera. I bought the GH4. I went with Panasonic. Love the 4K on the Panasonic, but I was getting into photography, and I love shooting stills. I love shooting videos. I was shooting with the Panasonic and a Canon because I like the Canon's camera picture quality, but I like the video on the Panasonic. Panasonic's photos are just too mushy for me. I never liked it. I actually hated it. I was like, ugh. But the videos look fantastic, and it just made no sense to me to have to buy separate lenses for 2 different camera systems. I mean, at the time, I was adapting Canon lenses to my GH4, my Panasonic GH4, but it just didn't seem feasible to have so many different lenses around. So Sony was at the time coming out with the A7R2 and A7S2, and I just found the A7R2 to be a need that fulfills my need. Shoots 4K videos, shoots in APS-C, shoots in 4K, shoots great photos as a full frame camera. So I went with it, I stuck with it, and realistically speaking, it's hard to jump ship to a different camera system, especially when you invested so much already into something. And I'm just a happy Sony user. You know, I love the image quality that comes out of it. I love the video quality comes out of it. It just, I'm having a blast, and it's the reason why I started my YouTube channel too. So that's another sort of sentimental value. But oh, Sony's awesome. Love Sony cameras. Hopefully, okay. I'm gonna start from the bottom now. So if you posted anything from the top, just post them again if I didn't get to it. Bob Hostess is everyday live real. Maybe. I'm just testing out different things. Michael says music is chill, jazz, cool. Good night, guys. I'm sorry, I don't know what the music is being played, so hopefully there's no curse words that's happening right now. I just got it off Epidemic. It's just some album. I don't know what it's called. Yeah, I just downloaded it. I was just like, okay, let's just have some music playing in the background. Yaxon Media. Will you ever do a Twitch? Yaxon, you missed out, man. But it's not happening. I don't think Twitch is for me. I'll try, though, but I don't think Twitch is for me. Okay. We're going to do open Q. We're going to keep the open Q&A going, but instead of trying to rapid fire some of the answers to some of your questions, I'll take my time a little bit to dabble, but we'll be on for like another 30 minutes. Consistent 100 viewers. Man, I love you guys. Thank you. I'm glad I'm entertaining enough for 100 people to stick around and watch. This is fantastic. Oh, Richard, thank you. A6600 will do 13 hours and Q minute. I don't know. I'm trying to look at what you might have mistyped, but 13 hours and 1 minute. You can use USB power to keep it charging. See Potato Jet vlog for more info. Yeah. I totally have a vlog on my channel, the A6600. Yeah, subscribe to me. Potato Jet. Yeah. I don't know. Is that how Gene talks? I had this whole thing where if NAB happened, because I knew Potato Jet. Well, actually, I don't know, but I was hoping Potato Jet would be at a NAB, and I'd just be like walking around, trying to dress up like him, have a sign up. So when people are like mistaking me for him, I would have been, it would have been funny. I don't know. I would have made a whole video. I cosplay as Potato Jet at NAB 2020, but damn it. Damn you, virus. Ugh. That would have been hilarious. Do you have hobbies outside of YouTube? I'm trying to get back into like doing other things, because YouTube is so time consuming. It kind of takes over your brain. You're like running a YouTube channel, trying to constantly think about the next content that you're trying to make. I just realized my thing is not covering the whole. It's good enough. Whatever. Yeah, I'm trying to play more video games. I kind of fell off of it. I used to like when this whole thing, when I started doing YouTube full time, I was like, who has time for video games? I don't play video games, okay? Video games are a waste of time. Now I'm just like, dude, I need something therapeutic right now. I just need to like brain dump on like just random stuff. I'm just gonna play some World of Warcraft or something. It helps. It really does help. It just helps me focus on something else instead of like 24 hours of thinking about the next video or like camera stuff. Because believe it or not, I mean, camera stuff can get pretty tiring to talk about. I did not just say that. But truth be told, it's like, when you're doing so much of these YouTube stuff, you're so focused on just like getting the latest gear to like, talk about, and it kind of just gets to you, like you're just like, oh, I gotta be the first one to put this out, or I gotta make video with this, I gotta do something different from someone else, and it's just, it kind of tired me out a lot. So I literally kind of stopped watching other camera YouTubers just so I can focus more on myself. And if you look at my YouTube feed right now, that's why I'm like so self-conscious about my YouTube feed. It's just full of like World of Warcraft videos or gaming videos, because I've just been like focusing more on watching that. And the problem is I keep watching and watching and watching. So everything has just been, every recommendation has just been like on gaming channels. When I started publishing my own videos again, that's when I started recommending me back camera stuff. But yeah, I just try to focus more on playing video games now, just to find something else to focus on. Try to have these like in-game goals that I'm trying to follow and accomplish. Michael says, no, it's cool. Music's good. That's good. Thank goodness. AB Positive Bulldog, that music has me feeling some kind of way. Hey, if I can play like copyrighted music, like some of my favorite tunes, oh man, you guys will be hearing Japanese rock music for like hours on end. Martinez, any idea if Sony will unlock recording time on the A7 III? I don't know. I don't know if the latest update might have fixed that, but let me know in the comments below, or sorry, chat, if you guys know. I haven't got a chance. I haven't shot a wedding in like back in November, October, so I haven't had a chance to really kind of let it run and test it out. Any Jasper Land for starters, Sony user, what B cam would you recommend for event photography? If you can get another full frame, that'd be freaking awesome, because I know how event photography goes. You know, if you're shooting in low light situation, you better have that full frame camera. Just kidding. Yeah, you can get another full frame camera, that'd be awesome, dude. Or if you have a tiny flash with the 6600, great. Or 6400. David Lopez, how are you liking the 2020 iPad Pro? I see, that's one of the things that I want to do on the live stream, is that I'm just gonna mess around with the iPad. So hey, maybe that's tomorrow's video, huh? Tomorrow's live, eh? So we'll see. But so far I've only tested out the Bluetooth mouse, which I thought it was okay. Like, I think maybe it's my Logitech mouse that's not functioning right. The scroll was all off. The buttons are just, I can't program the buttons. It was just honestly easier to use the pencil instead. For certain things like video editing, I think if you're using like LumaFusion, I was gonna say Luminar, I think it'd be easier. But when it comes to photo editing, I still prefer the pencil on an iPad. I'm just hoping they come out with Final Cut Pro on the iPad. That'd be sick with the whole mouse thing. Oh, I should start getting back into it. What was I gonna say? I forgot. I lost track of my train of thoughts. Rodell, have you used your iPad as a second monitor? I have, yeah. Funny thing, my display broke on my MacBook Pro when I was in Japan, and I was trying to take it around Apple stores in Japan and try to get it fixed, but language barrier, I don't speak any Japanese. They're like, no, you didn't buy it here. We can't help it. You can't fix it. So I was like, you don't understand, sir. I gotta push out this video tonight. So I was like, okay, I got this crazy idea. I am going to use my iPad as a second display and color grade my video. It did not work out. I uploaded the video and someone commented on the skin tone. It was the low light video that I did in Japan. Someone was like, ugh, Sony's skin tone is so trash. You look like you have jaundice. I was like, no, the white balance was off and I couldn't fix the colors. Yeah, that's my experience with the iPad as a monitor. I was hoping that the iPad has a better color accuracy. I don't know. Maybe it does. I just don't remember what happened. I couldn't color grade on it for whatever reason. I think the colors when you put it into the monitor, this is talking about the 2017 or 2018 iPad. It just wasn't. What's my word? I think the colors change when you make it as an external monitor. I don't know. I could be crazy. Yaxon Media says, I'm editing some photos and listening to your soothing voice. Well, thank you. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I'm talking for like an hour and 40 minutes long, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. Epic Fail says, can you do more traveling vlog? It's much more entertaining if you upload more vlogs. Hey, I want to, man. I want to go back out and do some stuff, but I'm stuck. I'm stuck here. But yeah, that's the whole reason why we're gonna do more live streams. So yeah, if you're tuning in within the the last, I don't know, hour or so. We had this whole discussion about me doing Twitch-like streams on YouTube, so stick around for that. This week's happening. Are there spammers here? I don't know. Sorry, there's no, I can't. If there's someone spamming, let me know. I'm managing the chat at the same time, going back and forth. People says take a break. Yeah, I took a break. Paradise Live GU says, I feel you, man. Gear can be exhausting, but you probably live full time from YouTube revenues. Yeah, my income comes from a whole bunch of different things, and people, I like reading people's comment. They're like, oh, he's destroying stuff, or he's just buying stuff because he'll make the money back. No, I don't. I remember when I bought the A7R4, someone was like, yeah, dude, don't worry. The amount of money he's going to get from the views from this video is just going to pay his camera. No, dude. YouTube ad revenue is garbage. YouTube ad revenue is garbage, dude. There's the whole adpocalypse thing. I can get into it if you guys want me to, but I don't want to bore everyone in case people don't really care about it. This baby making me... Oh, did I play some Barry White by accident? I'm sorry. Yeah, some people are tuning in just now asking about the Tamron lenses. I'm hoping to get some of that around. Oh, I mean, hoping to get the 70 to 180. Let's find out. Says Final Cut Pro is free for 90 days on Apple's website. Dude, guys looking to get into video editing, check out Final Cut Pro. I'm a Premiere user. I'm honestly tired of it. My frustration has no end for Premiere right now. But yeah, I kind of want to go back to Final Cut Pro. I was testing out Blackmagic DaVinci Resolve for a bit. I made a whole video talking about it. It's awesome. It's not as fast as Final Cut Pro. So Final Cut Pro is the way to go on the Mac. Lawrence, have you tried editing on the Microsoft Surface with a pen? I have not. I have not used Microsoft Surface. Hello, Martin. Thank you for tuning in from Argentina. Appreciate it, man. If you only had to have two lenses for a full frame, which one would you take on the trip? 24 and 85. Or, actually, to counter that, I think it'd be easier if I had a 16 to 24 to 70 and a 70 to 200. No, you're talking about a trip. What am I talking about? I'm not going to bring a heavy lens on a trip. Unless it's the Tamron 20 to 75 and the 70 to 180. But dang, I know I need to bring a wider lens. I'm going to have to go with 3 lenses, bro. Timo says, hopefully I can go to my trip in Japan in July to visit my daughter. Gonna try to do a video of the trip. Excited. Yeah, dude, I'm dying to go back. Me and Vivian were like, once this whole thing is over, we're going back to Japan. We were like seriously considering going to Japan after hearing how there was a huge travel ban and not a lot of countries can visit Japan. This was before things got worse. And I'm just like, dude, look up the trip right now. It's flight's probably cheap. We can go to Japan right now. All the touristy spots gonna be super empty. Of course, things got worse, and we learned more about it. We learned more about the virus, and it's just like you don't want to be bringing that stuff back home and infecting your friends and family. So we're just like, okay, no, we can't go. It's probably not smart to go because I probably wouldn't be able to come home. Alex Sandoval says, do you get monetization from live videos? I think if you watch the ad in the beginning, probably, and obviously there is super chat donation that's completely optional. I hardly push that, but hey, that's an option right there if you guys want to super chat. But aside from that, no. But I did hear Twitch, they have a advertisement button in which they press the advertising button and they make some money. How crazy is that? You can just blast the ad anytime you want. I don't think I can do that for YouTube. But live videos, the way that I see live videos get monetized or a potential of getting monetized. It's like a podcast, you know. Every 30 minutes or so, there would be like an ad read, like H3H3. He would like read like 3 minutes of ads on live streams, and before he goes back into the interview. I mean, that's an option, but I haven't dabbled with that yet myself, so we'll see where this goes. Brian Ham says, Final Cut Pro runs so much smoother on my MacBook than Premiere. It cries when I render 6K footage. Yeah. Alex Sandoval, ISO Indies. You know it. That was the first one on the list. It sounded really good, so I was like, yeah, I'm downloading this, but I have no idea what the rest of the playlist sounded like. Favorite lens for video and still for A6400. I don't remember. I made a whole video talking about it. I think my focal length has been very consistent this past couple of years, which is 24 and 85. So on an APS-C it'd be like a 16 and 50 or 56. So I use the 25 and 85's ISO a lot, and when I was in Japan I was using the 24 GM and the 85 a lot. So consistency wise, I've been doing 24 and 85. It's really one of my favorite combinations to go with. Jasper Land says, what are you doing with your old stuff, by the way? How many bodies and lenses do you have? Are you planning to sell it on eBay? I sell camera equipments for sure. Once something is, it's not so much as they're old, it's just when you're doing YouTube, you have to obviously stay relevant in the game by like getting the latest and greatest gear, right? I mean, I didn't have to get the A7R4, but I did, so I'm gonna sell my A7R3. But yeah, after a while, some of these stuff they do take up space, so I should sell it, and I sell it to kind of fund the next camera, which is funny because I haven't sold the A7R3 yet to fund this camera. Thank you, Virus again. Thank you. But I discovered there's a camera swap meet just right outside my hometown. Not hometown, just right outside the city that I'm living in, and it's great. You know, I get to interact with people who've seen my videos, and they're coming in, and I'm like, yeah, I have this garage sale going on. You want to buy some? You want to buy my 6500? You want to buy my sliders? And they get a hell of a discount. Yeah, I try to sell it on. I rather sell it in person than sell on the internet because I don't like how eBay and PayPal take such a huge fee. And selling in person is just better, but there's that whole vetting process, making sure they're not there to scam you. But that's a whole other video. Micro Bistro Pierce says, Jason, when you sign off, leave the music playing. You know, I want to do this thing where I just compile a playlist. You know how there's this live stream called Chill Hops Music to Study By, or Studying Music? I don't know what it's called. But anyways, they just run this live stream, hours to no end, just playing some of the sickest, chillest beats ever. And they make money from that. People just donate to them. It's insane. And Will Smith recently did something very similar. He compiled like an hour and a half of music. And he's just like, yeah, just pull it up and start listening. And I want to do that. I want to be like, Chill Hops, beats to edit by, you know, just have it on my channel. But I don't know. I don't know if I have to like pay royalties or whatever. Maybe it's okay if I use Epidemic. So maybe I can just scour Epidemic for some nice beats. So you guys should just pull it up hour and a half. I don't know if they'll like that though, but I'll talk to them. We'll see what's up. Huey, your no picture profile standard is amazing. You know, it's funny you bring that up. There was someone either on Reddit or on Facebook was compiling like a list of profile pictures that are like picture profiles recommended by the YouTubers, right? Obviously, you got Cody Blue and his A6000 profiles, his color profiles, or his Cine 4. And then I was surprised I made it on the list. It was like Jason Vong, no picture profile. I was like laughing my butt off. I was like, nice. You got Cody Blue and his like complicated Cine4 settings for like great image, and then Jason Vong, no picture profile. I'm glad, I'm glad I made it to that list. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. I'm shooting no picture profile right now. I'm shooting standard dynamic range optimizer on auto. The creative style is standard +1 saturation +1 contrast. I think it looks great. I mean, yeah. And I just kind of white balance it to my door in the back, so it looks great. Even Jonathan Morrison from TLD Today, I think he really complimented on the picture profile 1 of Sony cameras. So in my opinion, picture profile 1, which is the standard movie profile, versus my no picture profile, they're literally almost the same thing. So it's sweet. Uh-oh. Someone says music is too loud and very distracting. I'm sorry, but I think there's quite a few people who are enjoying it. Oh, I can lower it a little bit. There you go. Okay. Ariel says chill hop music, chill cow. It's called chill cow. Yeah. Do they let people combine like a playlist? Can I stream that? Will I get in trouble? Like, the last thing I want to do is get my YouTube channel like the copyrighted strike and ban. That'd be the worst, man. I don't know what else I can do. I remember I had this whole scare in Japan. Wow, actually I have a lot of stories to tell. There was this one time we were in Japan. Well, literally a couple months ago. Jeez, I'm losing it. Back in December, me and Vivian were in Japan, and I got an email from YouTube, and they're just like, you have a link in violation to our YouTube terms of services. I was freaking out. I was like, what? And they're like, you have a copyright strike right now. If you have 2 more, you're done. And I was like, oh my God, if you're like penalizing my links, I don't know how many other links you're gonna penalize. The thing is, YouTube system is so automated that once they start, and then they're just like, okay, we found 3 things already. You have no chance of redeeming yourself. You're like, frick, what am I gonna do now? You have to go through this whole process of finding a real human being to like help fix your channel. That is like the worst. That's like my greatest fear. I always tell Vivian, I'm just like, okay, all right, just make sure we're not in any sort of violation. Whatever email coming in from YouTube, we gotta read it for every single sentence, every word for it. It's scary. It's definitely scary. We take extra precaution on that. And I don't know if you guys watch Craig Adams, but he had a whole thing too. This thing where someone hacked into his account, even though he had like 2-factor authentication. It's so scary, dude. He lost his whole YouTube channel in like 8 minutes, I think, from what he said. It's crazy scary, and that's his main source of income. So what ended up happening was he had to like reach out to like bigger YouTubers. I don't have a lot of close big YouTuber friends to reach out to. Luckily he did, so he reached out to them. They reached out to their YouTube manager, and they got him all sorted out. But even then, his channel is not back to normal, so it's crazy scary. Michael, you didn't even lower it. Hey, look, if it's too loud, please do let me know. I will fix it right away. Guys, I'm going to be on for 9 more minutes. I really do appreciate your time today. I really had a great time just chatting with you guys, and really shocked that I'm able to talk for 2 hours straight. I still got it. But we're gonna do some more live streaming content this week. I'll do some more variety stuff. Hopefully it'll work out. The thing is, I can plan all the things that I want, but I'm just gonna go ahead, gung-ho it, be more spontaneous. Just kind of like do some of the ideas that I have in my head instead of planning it too much. So hopefully it'll be fun. And if it doesn't work out, totally cool too. I'll spend this month trying out live streaming. If it doesn't work, we'll go back to the usual content. I mean, the usual content is still coming out, but more. I'm gonna double down on the usual content, so it'll be good. Micro Mistro Pierce says Max had the same thing happen on YouTube. Yeah, Max Urif. God bless that man. He's awesome. He had his whole thing with his YouTube channel too. It's crazy. I think the story was that YouTube was accusing him of clicking on his own ads, which is so stupid. So stupid. I'm sure he didn't do it, but he was caught. He was kind of issued a warning for that, and he lost his whole YouTube channel for 4 months. He couldn't get in contact with YouTube, and when he tried to appeal for it, they sent him back an email in Arabic. How ridiculous is that? You're submitting a request and appeal in English, but they respond to you. I should start talking about YouTube. They're hearing me right now. I love you, YouTube. Please don't hurt me. Don't hurt my channel. But anyways, like I was saying, yeah, it took him forever to finally get his YouTube channel back from being banned. And when you're kind of banned on YouTube, your video stop showing up on people's feed, and that really sucks. They say oh, hey, it's okay if you don't have ads on your videos. We'll still push out your videos regardless. No, man, no, dude. Your video has to have an ad enabled for your videos to be pushed out. It's insane. Kevin R says, Jason, you're a natural in front of the camera as well as your edited video. Keep up the content. Well, thank you, Kevin. That's one of the greatest things that I worried about. I'm just oh man. When I edit videos or when I film videos, I have the luxury of doing 500 takes, and that's no joke. You can ask Vivian. She would literally hear me say the same sentence 10,000 times. Live, it's just you can't take back what you say. So I'm glad it's working out. Hosem asks, hello, Jason. Do you think the A7 II is still relevant today? Or is it better to wait until the A7R4 or A7 IV to get released, A7 III on discount? If you're looking for a budget full-frame camera, I go with the A7R Mark II. I was going to have a video talking all about it. $1,400 camera, fantastic. Money's... Well, actually, you can get it for cheap, too, when it's on sale. I think $1,200. But if you get the A7R Mark II, fantastic camera. Better than the A7 II, for sure. Jasper Lance is just wondering, what is your girlfriend and yours daily gear? Consistency wise, I would say the 20mm and the A7R Mark IV right now. If you're just talking about the setup, that's pretty much it. I've been using the A7R Mark IV a lot. She is using the RX100 Mark V. That's what she's using. Jackson Media says the YouTube gods own us. Yeah, they do. Yes, they do. It's crazy how every platform has a mind of their own. There's so many rules and regulations that is just so hard to keep up with. Whoever can run a successful YouTube channel and an Instagram platform, I mean, kudos to them. It's hard because I hear things from top Instagrammers saying once you're shadow banned, you are shadow banned for 14 days. Your stuff won't get recommended in the feed. And I'm just oh, I'm probably shadow banned on Instagram and I didn't even know it. YouTube, on the other hand, if you're shadow banned, I think good luck. Good game. It's bad. It's going to be really bad. Twitch, on the other hand, has... I don't know what I'm talking about for Twitch, but I just hear stories about how Twitch mods will be a lot harsher on dudes if they accidentally do anything that goes against terms of services, if they click on the wrong link. For girls, it's they will get their appeal fixed right away. That's just stuff I hear. I don't know. Every platform has their own hive, their own mind, so you gotta be careful. Alex Sandoval says, editing on iPad Pro review? I don't know. What would you want to see on an iPad Pro review from me, right? I've done a MacBook Pro review before, but one did well early on, but the rest, they don't really do well. My speculation is that I'm not, people don't come for me for laptop advice. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but the few laptop videos that I've made or few, these types of devices that I make, they don't generally have a good view. So, yeah, what do you want to see in an editing iPad review video? See, this is why I think live streaming would be great for stuff like this. I can just get little things like these out to you guys, these little nuggets of information that, you know, I have quicker, and you guys get the results faster. I think live streams like this is definitely helpful. And I'm considering like starting another YouTube channel where I just like, without worrying about algorithm, without worrying about advertising, without worrying about any of that stuff. It's just a dedicated channel where it's like you can go to and just focus on like getting the information that you need. So like yeah, it's just another channel where it's just more information based, less on the personality, because this channel is more on the personality and the gear and the excitement. I think people really like that. Whereas I do know for a fact that some people might find me a little bit annoying, or there's too much fluff. I get it. There's sometimes I watch YouTube videos where I'm just like, oh my god, just get to the point. So I want to make a separate YouTube channel where it's like, okay, here's all the information you need to know. Thanks for watching. Bye. Doesn't even matter if YouTube doesn't push it out. I don't even care. People would just subscribe to it and they would just type in my name, maybe whatever topic that they're interested in. Boom, they find it, they'll watch it, and they're good to go. So that's something that I'm definitely considering. Neaton Sharma says, oh my god, you're still on. I'm going for that 24-hour live stream, dude. I'm going for that 24-hour live stream. Let's go. Let's go. It's 2 o'clock right now. It's only been 2 hours. I can make it 22 more hours to go. Okay, I got 2 more minutes. I'll answer a couple more questions and I'll wrap it up. Jasper says, can you suggest or do a vlog about your camera bags or any camera bags you recommend, cheaper to higher costs? I like Peak Design. Peak Design is like one of my favorites. Think Tank. Dude, what is that one called? Think Tank Urban Access 15. That's my favorite travel camera bag, but for favorite everyday bag is the Peak Design Sling. Very great stuff. I will end off this story right here, or like my opinions on this, because I've been holding that in for quite some time. Squarespace ads. Squarespace is getting annoying. I apologize. I am so sorry. I know everyone who watches YouTube, either camera channel or even outside of camera channels, they're hit with a Squarespace ad, right? And as much as that sucks, you know, like Squarespace does support. This is a way that Squarespace supports creators like us. You know, it helps keeps the light on. And I don't know what sort of agreement that other creators have with Squarespace. Maybe they have to put it in the beginning. Maybe they have to put it in the middle. But for me, I always put it at the end. So I don't know. Sometimes I put it in the middle. If it's like a 20-minute video, I'll put it like right in the middle. But for the most part, if it's like a 10-minute video, I put the Squarespace ad at the end. I'm not sure if any of you guys noticed that, but I'll say like, hey, this video is sponsored by so-and-so. And then I try to have it at the end. And that's the stuff that I work out with brands, is that, you know, we're just like, look, we get it. We realize ads can be super annoying, but if we can make it like less irritating, that would be good. So we try to strive for like putting these types of short 30-second integration at the end. If they want it more in the beginning or more in the middle, you know, we try to work out some deal with them and try to make it less annoying as much as possible. So sometimes when companies like maybe software companies or like lens companies, when they want to reach out, we're like, look, we can't do a review because you're paying us, but we're happy to give you like a quick integration, and you know, we'll show people how to like use this, you know, tying in the educational element to it. So if it's like nothing educational, it's just a quick 30-second spot, we try to put it at the end, at best in the middle, or sorry, at worst at the middle. But if it's like a blatant advertisement, we like a dedicated video, we try to make it more education rather than the core focus of the product itself. Ryan says, better than Raid Shadowland Legends. You're giving me too many jumping points right here. Last one, Raid Shadow Legends. Oh man, they hit me up. They hit me up to do a integration, and I was so excited. I was super excited. This was like last year. And this is before the ads for Raid Shadow Legends got annoying. And if you guys don't know what it is, essentially it's this mobile game on your phone that supposedly is a massively multiplayer online game, and a lot of gamers do it. And they contacted me to do it. I was like, bro, this is amazing. Oh yeah, I can talk about this. I was just thinking of ways. I was excited. I downloaded the game too. I was just like, okay, check this out. You're editing, you're rendering your footage. You got like 30, 20 minutes to spare. Hop on Raid, you know. I had a whole pitch going. I was ready to go. I was like ready for that integration. And then they never responded to me. I was like, no. That was one deal that I was super sad that I didn't get. I was just like, dang, I could have made a pretty funny Raid integration. That was like the one integration that I was super excited about. So yeah. Okay, cool. Hey, I appreciate you guys watching. So do stay tuned for this week. I'll have some more live streams happening. Right now it's 2 o'clock. If you have time, please hop over to Zeiss Camera Lenses America, the YouTube channel. My bud Professor Hines, who I did the street photography. I keep pointing at my iPad. My friend Professor Hines, who did the street photography stuff, he's hosting a live right now on Zeiss Camera Lenses America's YouTube channel. Go check it out. If you have any questions about concert photography, street photography, Zeiss stuff, head on over to that channel. Go listen to them. I'll be hopping on as well. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you guys in tomorrow's live stream. Peace. And of course, I would lose the control to end the live stream.